So let me get this straight. The Sandy Hook parents want to sue Alex Jones, basically violating his freedom of speech. Because they lost their lawsuit with Bushmaster? I'm surprised they ain't trying to sue the NRA. So Sandy Hook parents are going to sue Alex Jones now, because Alex Jones put out that it was fake, a hoax, whatever. Well, I'm sorry, Alec. I'm sorry, parents. Don't get me wrong. I send my thoughts and condolences to your kids, and what happened at Sandy Hook was actually absolutely horrific. Don't get me wrong. But I'm sorry, but when things don't add up, and things look like a hoax or a false flag, or the government does a slop job of covering shit up because they always do, and things just don't make sense, then I have to question them. And that's part of being patriotic, is questioning things that don't make sense. Liberals don't question anything. They believe everything they're told on social media or the mainstream media. They don't question shit. That's not being patriotic. Being patriotic is holding your government accountable for their actions when they're in the wrong. It's in the Bill of Rights, and I believe in doing that. When things don't make sense to me, I question it. I'm sorry, it does not make sense to me that a retarded mental midget kid, who I've never heard of before, who the neighbors never heard of, all of a sudden killed his mom, who worked at a school that they didn't know who the mom was, drove 150 fucking miles from New Jersey to Sandy Hook. Oh, I'm sorry. Another story says he lived in Newtown. Okay, maybe it was that story. Two different stories. We don't know which one's correct. A mental case who all of a sudden knows how to drive a car, who never shot a gun in his life, all of a sudden has dead-on accuracy with the AR-15. Who drives up to the school, parks the car in a no parking zone, gets out. If you look at the picture, you see all four doors open at the crime scene. That tells me that, well, maybe he had a duffel bag on the passenger side, in the rear, so he had to open that door. Maybe he had another duffel bag full of ammo on the other passenger side, so he had to open that door. Or maybe he had another box of ammo on the left driver's side of the rear, so he had to open that door. And the trunk too. Or maybe there was 4 people in the car. And then don't forget about the guy that ran into the woods. Don't forget about him. Who was that guy we never heard from again? The guy that got on TV and says, yeah, he's sitting right there in the cop car. In the front seat, not handcuffed. Dressed in camouflage. Looking like a chameleon to the woods. Never heard from him again. I didn't forget. Then we got the psychotic doctor that gets on TV, doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Then we got the fucking crazy neighbor that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's more nuts than the shooter. And then we get the story that says that Adam Lanza heard sirens, so he committed suicide. Right. I believe he was killed by the CIA. And then we get the story we got the state cop that goes on TV and says any misinterpretation or any misinformation on social media these people will be identified and they will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So basically he's saying I'm going to get arrested for expressing my freedom of speech on social media. Right? So basically I'm going to get arrested for freedom of the press. Has he ever heard of the Bill of Rights? I think what he meant was those individuals are going to be found and sued by the Sandy Hook parents because they lost their lawsuit against Bushmaster. They want somebody to blame. Don't get me wrong, Alex Jones can be a nut. Anybody could agree with me on that. Especially if you're the Young Turks. I see Cenk Uygur's fat ass, and I see Anna Kasparian's rosy red cheeks, rosy red lips on TV, and I agree with a lot of what they say about Alex Jones. I used to like the guy a lot, but I don't know, lately he's been real delusional. But I agree with them on the Sandy Hook thing. When you get all these things that don't add up, you know what that smells? This thing is smelling false flag, conspiracy, hoax, government cover-up, you name it. So let's say a drunk driver driving a Chevy Camaro hits me. I get paralyzed. I'm going to sue GM. Because it was a Camaro. I'm going to sue Anheuser-Busch. Because he was drinking that kind of a beer before he got behind the wheel. That made him drunk. That's basically what they're saying, right? Hell, try to sue the NRA. I like these people that... Well, I say I don't like these people. I don't like these people that, oh, the NRA has blood money. Well, let's think about that for a second. The liberals just spew out shit without even thinking about anything. They write laws, they pass laws, never thinking about fucking anything. That's their problem. And then they pass the fucking laws, and you see how fucked up shit gets. So let's NRA blood money. Let's look at this for a minute. Who funded the NRA? Memberships? Gun training classes? Gun shop owners that are NRA members, okay? Politicians that are NRA members, okay? They don't make money on gun sales. They don't sell guns. Last time I checked. They sell memberships. Who's profiting off these? Every time there's another mass shooting, people go out and buy guns because they're afraid the government's going to take them away. Well, that's NRA blood money. How? Well, Donald Trump took in $30 million from the NRA. Right? Is that what they say? You mean the NRA paid $30 million towards anti-Hillary Clinton ads. That's what you mean. It didn't go to Donald Trump. Get your shit straight, Emma Gonzalez. My mom passed away in 2009 at a certain hospital. I'm going to sue the hospital because they couldn't keep her alive, even though she was fought dementia for 6 years. Hell, I got an uncle who was in Vietnam, Agent Orange. I think I'm going to sue the CIA because they were behind Vietnam. I got a grandma that died at 96, age 74, from emphysema because she smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day. I think I'm going to sue Marlboro cigarettes. You see how ludicrous this is? She was the one that decided to smoke the cigarette, right? That's her fault. Nobody forced it on her. You get what I'm trying to say here? It's just like these idiots that want to sue fast food companies for making them fat. stop eating the shit. Yes, there's people that dumb. I think it's very sick and twisted that some family members want to get rich off a family member's death. You know, I hate to be harsh. Go ahead. I'm going to leave the comment section open. I'm not going to disable comments because I want every libtard and liberal to call me whatever heinous name and just tell me what kind of a horrible person I am in the comment section. But don't do it on Twitter because I haven't been on Twitter since Sunday. Thanks to the Williams brothers looting my Twitter account. Long story. I'm not going to get into them. If you don't know who the Williams brother is, just a couple of thugs on Twitter go around bragging about looting everything after natural disaster. We're going to loot Starbucks now. You think they give a shit about their brother in Starbucks getting kicked out? No. They're just a couple of idiots. While they looted my Twitter. Long story, I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway. So if you're going to message me, I suggest you message me on Snapchat, Rob Kinnison. Message me on, you could try to find me on VidMe. Message me on Facebook, Robert J. Kinnison. And I'm going to leave the comment section open. You can put in the comment section the horrible person that I am and describe, all the names that I've possibly heard of in any dictionary that I've been called. I've already been called. So I heard it all. Let's get that straight. But I want you to call me whatever the horrible, heinous person that I am in the comment section because I'm making fun of victims. I'm bashing gun violence victims. I'm making fun of dead kids. I'm making fun of dead kids' parents. I'm poking fun at them. No, I'm not. I'm calling bullshit on things I see. That's all. Freedom of speech. Unlike that Connecticut State Highway Patrolman, Paul, whatever the fuck his name. Obviously, he's never read the Bill of Rights. Or he just forgot about it when he took his oath to become a cop. So, I got an idea. Next time that the Sandy Hook parents want to sue somebody, if they win that lawsuit, court ordered the money from that lawsuit should go to the NRA, National Rifle Association, immediately. How do you like that? I think it's a great idea. Now, there's your blood money. It's your blood money, and it's on the death of your kids. Now call me a horrible person. That's all I got to say about that.